Picture a man. He's standing right in the middle of a crowded, noisy city. Thousands of people are walking right past him. There's music playing, there's laughter all around. But inside, he feels completely and utterly invisible.
His phone buzzes in his pocket. He's got hundreds of followers online, giving him this modern illusion of connection. But the dark, silent reality is this. If his entire world fell apart tomorrow, he literally has no one to call at 2 in the morning. He is entirely, completely alone.
So, I want to pose a pretty heavy question directly to you. Why are men more lonely today than ever before? Like, how did a world so full of glowing screens leave so many of us starving for real, genuine connection? Well, let's uncover the truth in this explainer.
Part 1. The Silent Epidemic, a Growing Crisis.
The sheer scale of this problem is just staggering. Over 1 in 3 men in Western countries report having absolutely no close friends. Think about the men you know right now, your colleagues, your neighbors. Over 1/3 of them have literally no one to rely on. It's wild.
And the physical toll? It's terrifying. Harvard research actually reveals a really dark truth here. The damage of chronic loneliness is as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes every single day. The human body literally breaks down from the isolation.
To put that into perspective, in a major UK survey, 2.5 million men admitted they have no one to talk to about their personal problems. Not a single person. This silent suffering is exactly why male suicide rates are 4 times higher than women's. The silence is quite literally deadly.
Part 2. The Invisible Rules. Society's Script for Men.
It all starts with a psychological concept called restrictive emotionality. From birth, boys are relentlessly taught to just swallow their tears. When a young boy falls, what does society say? It says, be a man. He learns to bury his pain. He learns to perform strength, day after day, until he honestly forgets how to feel at all.
Society whispers this incredibly dangerous lie to every boy. It says silence is strength. Feelings are weakness. Real men just don't need anyone. You see, society often values men strictly for their utility, for what they can produce, not who they actually are. And that builds a dark prison right inside a man's mind. Sociologists actually call this prison the man box. It's this invisible societal cage that demands men be constantly strong, financially successful, and totally emotionally controlled at all times. And if a man steps outside this box, well, he faces the paralyzing fear of social rejection. So millions just stay trapped inside.
History kind of shows us how we got here. Back in ancient Greece, deep brotherhood was seen as the ultimate virtue. But then the Industrial Revolution happened, and it turned men into isolated factory workers. The world wars followed, creating this deeply traumatized culture of silence. And today, in the 2020s, the digital age has replaced our real-world tribe with the empty calories of screens.
Part 3. Famous Faces of Loneliness. Success is not a cure.
Take Ernest Hemingway, for example. He was the ultimate symbol of traditional masculinity, right? He hunted, he fought in wars, he was completely idolized. But behind his hypermasculine persona was a secret reality, a lifelong battle with severe depression. He wrote so beautifully about the human heart, but he just couldn't open his own. This reveals a pretty timeless truth. Money buys everything except the feeling of being truly known. Even Elon Musk has admitted to feeling profoundly alone. And Robin Williams? He made the whole world laugh while fighting a quiet, incredibly lonely battle in his own mind. Fame and followers simply cannot cure the loneliness of the human soul.
Part 4. The Cost of Silence. Physical and Mental Toll.
When starved of connection, the body reacts with clinical intensity. We're talking a 29% increase in heart disease, a 32% higher risk of stroke. A lonely brain is just constantly wired for danger, flooding the blood with stress hormones. The brutal reality here is that a lonely heart literally breaks. But here's the thing. The pain doesn't stop with the man himself. When a man cannot express his emotional pain, it finds another exit. Psychologists actually call this lonely aggression. The absolute inability to express hurt morphs into this devastating frustration. Tragically, this hidden pain creates a massive ripple effect, ultimately hurting everyone he loves.
Part 5. Stories of Courage, Breaking the Man Box. But there are those who break the mold. Prince Harry grew up in a highly emotionally repressed system, yet he chose to speak openly about his mental health. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson admitted to severe depression. Keanu Reeves moves honestly through his grief. These guys prove that true strength isn't hiding your pain. True strength is actually having the courage to say, hey, I am struggling.
Part 6. Life Lessons for Men, a Survival Manifesto.
Look, human beings are social animals. Needing others is biology. It's not a weakness. Hiding behind a mask is basically denying your fundamental nature. Real strength is radical honesty. And the truth is, after a certain age, friendship must be actively chosen. Oh, and remember this, therapy is for brave men doing the work, not broken men.
Part 7. How to break free. Take action today.
So what's step 1? Drop the mask. Stop chasing the empty validation of social media. Seriously, leave the digital world and just go outside. Join a gym, a club, a real-world community. Go do hard things alongside other men in the real world. Look people in the eye. And be the first one brave enough to ask, how are you really? Because one honest conversation can literally save a life. It might be yours, or it might be the man sitting right next to you. Modern society wants you to be a quiet, lonely worker. Do not let the machine win. You are not invisible, man. You're just hiding. It's time to step out into the light. So, will you be the one to finally break the silence?